The following presentation is rated R for real. Real insight, real enlightenment, real talk, big people argument. In other words, adult content. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Relationship Blueprint, Relationship Matters Edition. With yours truly, Sir the Love Philosopher, your guide to having a meaningful, loving, and lasting relationship. Before I go any farther, ladies, let me ask you this. Have you ever met a man who made you feel that you are finally seen? Like, yeah, somebody finally sees me. Or he makes you feel so special, like you're the most special woman in the world. And then months later, have you feel like you're nothing or you're losing your mind? Same relationship, same man. Now, have you ever found yourself up late at night asking yourself if you're crazy, or asking persons close to you if they think you're crazy? All because this man did or said something, or objected to something that you did or said. Another question for you is this. Have you ever wondered how the same man who made you feel so special in the beginning of the relationship then turn around and make you seem like you're nothing, and have you apologizing for even breathing or snoring if you snore? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, this session might save your life, mentally and literally. You're at the right place at the right time. Curiosity may have brought you here, but it was all about destiny. It was destiny's doing, because you need to hear what I'm about to share. For this is in no way by chance that you're here. This is where you come to get deep insight on relationship, the principle that makes the relationship work, the pattern that breaks them, because relationship, just like anything else, needs principle to succeed. For anything to be successful, it needs principle. And many relationship fails because people have no knowledge of these principles. Now, knowledge is said to be power, but it's the application of such knowledge that is actually power. This episode of the Relationship Blueprint is for any woman who's ever felt extremely special, then extremely small, and so insignificant in the same relationship. It is for the doubters, the survivor, the proactive protector of their own mental health. Now, this is the beginning of a profound, thought-provoking series that will finally give answers to questions you have been secretly asking. Now, by the end of this series, you'll come to see why you are in the situation you're in or was in. Now, some men may get upset with me keeping it real, but let me be clear. What I'm about to share is in no way about bashing men. It's about shedding light on a behavior that transcends gender, though it has often been perceived as a masculine issue. This series is about the doubters, the survivors, the proactive protector of their own mental health, as I stated earlier. This session in particular, I will be exposing the classic predator or the classy predator. So, ladies, I know you know him. He looks like the storybook prince, the Mr. Prince Charming out of the storybooks. He's self-assured, he's intense, and he says the sweet things, like what Barry Salmon would call the sweet lies. Now, by the end of this session, you'll be able to identify the narcissistic patterns without guessing. You'll comprehend why a narcissistic man behaves the way he does and trust your perception once again, as well as the decisions you make next will be based on certainty instead of doubt after you hear me out. Now, let me say this. If at this point or any point during this presentation, you feel a sense of being exposed, emotionally stirred, uncomfortable, uneasy, please reach out to Dr. Shands or myself privately so we can assist you on steps to take to regain your true self. Now let's get into the anatomy of the narcissistic man, the classy predator, the narcissist who break you down with doubt over aggression. Now, I want to ground everything I'm about to share with you in a real scenario that I'm sure many sisters will be able to relate to. Now, here's a story. Now, this remarkable woman who had her life together, she had things going for her. She had her it down, if you want to put it that way. She was self-assured, working her own money, working towards her dreams and aspirations. Now, she happened to have met this successful entrepreneur, well-dressed, and he drives a vehicle that Dr. Shands and I really like. He drives a Range Rover. All right. Well, we are big on range, you know. Well, we have a range, so you put it that way. Now, this brother drives a Range. He's soft-spoken. He listened. He remembered details. He had that kind of confidence that fills the room before he even enters it. You know, that kind of brother, right? Yeah, suave, as the wife would say, suave. He wasn't just confident, he was captivating. And by the end of the night, he wasn't just a thought. He wasn't just someone she met. He wowed her. Because what? He memorized her favorite books, her favorite artists. He memorized things that she said to him. He ordered her favorite drink. She just mentioned it once. And before the night was out, he ordered it twice. Then he told her before the end of the date that, I've never met a woman like you. I never felt this kind of connection before. The following day, he started sending her text messages like that of a Shakespeare brought back to life kind of guy. Within a month, he introduced her to his mother. Within 2 months, he was talking about their future, name of children, their vacation home, growing old together. Now, this remarkable woman told her best friend that, girl, I think I found my Neo. I think I found the one. Her friend asked her, that's wonderful, but you don't think you're going too fast? You don't think you're going like fast and furious kind of thing? And her response to her good friend was, girl, when you know, you know. By the fourth month, something shift. Mr. Neo, the one, started making little compliments like, babe, you know I love you, but that dress makes you look bigger than you are. In a sense, that dress makes you look fat. I'm just being honest because I love you. You know I care, right? Then he started to make little jokes like, my ex used to cook jerk chicken, but yours are good. Hers tasted better, but yours are getting there. When the woman made known to him that some of these things that he was saying hurt, she felt hurt by these things, he would generally look confused and ask the question, hurting you? How am I hurting you? I'm trying to help you. Would you rather I lie to you like everyone else? By the fifth month, stay with me. By the fifth month, this woman started apologizing for overreacting when he flirted with her friends. You get what I'm saying? She was apologizing. She started saving screenshots by going in his phone. She started saving screenshots of things that he had sent to her to see if she was really going crazy or not. By the 6 months, she had stopped seeing her friends as much. He never forbid her to. In no specific way. It was in no way obvious. But he did the little subtle gestures like when she makes plans to go see a friend, he would ask her things like, did we not make plans? Why you have to go out to see your friends? You rather spending time with them than spending time with me? Or you would make such sudden things that happens, like, oh, so that come up, I have to do this. And you have to maybe stay home and stay with the children if the children are involved. So by the 8th month, this woman was no longer recognizing herself. She lost her true nature. She lost herself. Everything became an issue. She laughed too loud, was an issue. Her good friends made her know that, girlfriend, you ain't no longer yourself. What happened? Now that's the question. What happened to this remarkable woman? How did a strong, self-aware woman end up in this situation? So many sisters end up in a situation like this. And it's all because the man was in no way the average Joe. He was something specific, something that has a name, a pattern, and a playbook. He was a narcissist. And by far, in no way the kind that is obvious. He was in no way the loud, obvious one that right off the bat person would say, oh, he's narcissistic. He was the wolf in sheep clothing, the classy, gentle type, the predator in royal attire, the most dangerous of all narcissists. And in this session, this day, I'm going to show you, sisters, exactly how to spot them from a mile away before you become another victim. You see, ladies, you'll never meet a narcissist who is going to introduce himself to you like this. Hi, I'm James, not Bond, but the one who will slowly cause you to doubt yourself, confuse you, mess with your mind, and have you thinking you are the one who is always doing something wrong. He ain't going to introduce himself like that. He's in no way going to introduce himself and say, hi, I'm emotionally unsafe. I'll confuse you, I will shrink you, and one day you'll realize you no longer realize yourself. You cannot recognize who you are. Mm-mm. Such men in no way will show their hand. They come with their poker face. They come across as Mr. Charming, as the answer to your problems, the protector you've always desired, the prize you need to hold on to. That's how these men are going to come on to you. They'll give you the lurals you'll never find as long as you live. Someone who loves you the way I do. And have you thinking, finally, I've met the man. But let me say this in a gentle way. Being seen and being studied is two different things. A man who takes notes of your insecurity to use it as a weapon later is in no way seeing you. He's studying you like a hunter studies a prey. Now here's what's tricky. Many women tends to brand a man with anger issues as the one who's narcissistic. Right off the bat. The man who embarrasses her in public, who gets angry, who is verbally abusive. Right off the top of the bat, you're going to hear he's a narcissist. When really and truly, this man's problem may just be that you need anger management. The most dangerous narcissistic men are the ones who look like the prize, who looks like God's greatest gift to a woman. He's expressive, he's cultured, he knows what forks to use at the 5-course meal. So, right off the bat, that wouldn't be me. Oh goodness, a fork is a fork. Give me it, I use it to eat the main course, the dessert, and if I can eat it with the soup, I'll use it. I'm sorry. My dining etiquette ain't all that on par, mama. Give me the food and I'll eat with my hands as well. But this kind of man now, the dangerous, the classy predator, the classy predator, is the one who opens the door and he quotes like the Shakespeare, and he's Mr. Charming. All right? He's the one who shares with you his journey and his self-discovery. The successful executive, the charming entrepreneur, the respectful pastor, the doctor, the lawyer, the guy with the corner office, the brother with the expensive car and the perfect social media life. The one who you would least expect to be a narcissist is normally the narcissist. The one who is so convincing that even you, my sister, will doubt yourself when things start feeling off. You'll think to yourself, he's so good, he's so perfect. Maybe I'm the problem, is what you start telling yourself. And that right there is exactly why this kind of man is the worst or the most dangerous narcissistic type. Now, let me be crystal clear. Okay. Drink of water, please, love. My water alarm just went off. Now, let me be crystal clear. I'm in no way saying that every difficult man is a narcissist. All right? Don't get it wrong. Or is it that I'm saying every self assured, successful man is narcissistic? So, excuse me, are you able to tell the difference? Let me have a drink of water before I get it. All right. For that to happen, we have to comprehend the psychology of the man who is really a narcissist and why he is that way. All right? So let's get to the fundamentals. Let's get to the root of it. All right, tap the screen, share the live. It gets real deep from here. Going into the psychology of the narcissistic man. So who is a narcissist or a narcissistic man? What's happening beneath the polished exterior? Because if you comprehend the psychology, the behavior of such a man starts to make sense. Now, I'm in no way justifying this. I'm just saying or pinpointing the logics behind it. And what am I pinpointing? The core wound. Because I've often said to get to the truth, you have to get to the root. And at the center, at the core of every narcissistic man is a wound. A deep, deep psychological wound, usually from childhood. This wound is from when he was a child. Maybe he had a father who was never impressed with him. He never pleased him no matter what. It was difficult to please his father. Nothing he did was ever good enough for his father. So he learned, I must be perfect or I'm worthless. Maybe the wound could be from the mother, a mother who was so cold as well as absent and never showed him much affection. So he learned that I can trust no one and I can never show weakness, because vulnerability equals non-existent. Or maybe, and this is a major one, maybe the damage was done as a child in this manner. And this happens more than you think. The overvalued child, the one that is being told ever so, you're so special, you are so, yeah, you are the best. There ain't no one better than you. Yeah, yes, you should actually make your child know of their greatness. But some parents OD the thing. Them go overboard. The child is never wrong for them, even when the child is wrong. So the child developed this superior complex, thinking that I am superior and no one else is. So that child was never taught empathy, accountability, or how to handle failure. So he learned that he makes the rules. The rules now apply to him. Other people exist to serve his needs. As I said, this happens more than you know. And it happens sometimes, many times with single parents, especially mothers, who tries to overcompensate. Mm-hmm. You'll be surprised if we do a survey how many narcissistic men came from broken homes and single mothers. It could be single fathers as well too. So let me balance the scale. But whatever the origin of this core wound is, here's what happens. That little boy builds a false self, a protective shell, a character that he plays. The false self says, I am exceptional, I am superior, I am untouchable, I don't need anyone. But beneath that made up character, beneath the shell, beneath the suit of the costume that he wears, the true self is terrified. The true self believes that he's unworthy, he's worthless, he's unable to be loved, he's unlovable. And if anyone sees the true him, they will leave. Are you getting what I'm saying to you? That's soaking a little. That's the psychology of the narcissistic man. That is why he is the way he is. It now shifts the whole outlook, right? Now, here's the critical part. The narcissistic man spends his entire life defending the false self, his false self. Because to him, the true self feels like death. This is why he is unable to handle criticism, why he lacks empathy, why he needs constant admiration, why he needs to be lauded ever so often, and why he is controlling and manipulative. It is all in service of protecting the fragile, untamed ego. Now think about it like this. Imagine you're walking around every day wearing a mask that says, I'm perfect. But beneath that mask, you believe yourself to be worthless. Every interaction becomes about protecting the mask. Every relationship becomes transactional. What can this person do to keep my mask intact? Such a person is actually unable to love. They're in no state of being able to love someone. Why? Because love requires vulnerability. It requires seeing and being seen. Now, a narcissist in no way can afford for anyone to see their true nature, who they truly are. The real man, the one underneath this facade, this makeup personality, that's the thing he spends his whole life running from, his true self. So when he looks at you, the woman, he in no way sees you. He sees a mirror. He sees someone who can reflect back the image he needs to believe his false self. When you make him feel powerful, successful, desirable, and admirable, you are useful to such a man. But my sisters, when a woman does otherwise, when she has needs, when she expresses her feelings, when she sets boundaries, to a narcissistic man, such a woman is the enemy. It still gets deeper, so share the live, keep tapping the screen. Now, I know some ladies may be saying or be thinking, it is sad because he's wounded, he needs help. And then think, I can be his savior, I can heal him. Listen to me, sisters. Listen to me attentively. You are in no way able to love such a man into healing. You will never be able to sacrifice enough. It will never be enough, no matter how much sacrifice you make. You could have taken out your rib, you could have given him one of your kidneys. No matter how much sacrifice you make, no matter how patient you are, or no matter what you do, no matter how sympathetic you are with him. And the reason is because in his hearts of hearts, such a man, a narcissistic man, in no way believes he's the problem. He ain't broken. Him no need fixing. It is you who needs to be fixed. Once you start go out of his agenda, you are the problem, and not him. And that right there is the trap. If you ever think you can fix him. Now, for you to identify what version of a narcissistic man you're dealing with, you need to know the difference. Because narcissism in no way comes in one package or one flavor, or is there one type? There are different masks. Some of these brothers are so skilled at wearing the mask, they should be having on their wall an Oscar or or what's the other one on it? Oscar award, or what the other one is? Academy Awards. Those are the movie awards, right? But I remember the Oscar. Yes, I remember the Oscar awards. There's another one. I don't remember if it's the Academy Awards, but I think it is. But some of these brothers wear their mask so well. They act the role so well that they are deserving of these awards. The only problem is, sister there, your life is in no way a movie. Your life is real. And the consequences is also real. So let me break down, or let me expose. I did make known earlier that I'm going to expose the classy narcissist, or the classy predator. So the first is the grandiose king. That is it, the grandiose king. All right. Now, another term for the grandiose king would be the lavish king, or the impressive king, the one who likes to impress. Yeah, what do I call him now? The stoller, the show boy. Yeah, the Mr. Bossy. This is the obvious one. He walks in the room like he owns More than the room, he owns the oxygen everyone in the room is breathing. So like, hey, I own your oxygen. Oh, you forget it. I'm the man. Yeah. He brags about his possessions, his connections, his visions. He is the all eyes on me type of guy, but in no way the Mr. West Side Tupac Shakur type of all eyes on me guy. All right? He's in no way the revolutionary kind of brother like a Tupac Shakur. He's more a peacock who never stopped displaying his feathers. Now, the identification tests or what to watch out for is how he treats the average person, the little people, the janitor, the waiter. If he behaves like a hyena, so quick at embarrassing these individuals, you don't have no. Why are you serving me from the left? You're just supposed to serve from the right. How many persons don't say if you serve from the right? Yeah, I still have that about my dining etiquette. I remember that one. You serve from the right, aim from the left. But how many persons know that? So you embarrass the waiter who just started the job today. Why are you serving me from the left? You need to serve from the right. But then he comes off to you, sisters, like the Lion King. He's so protective. That's one of the warning signs. That right there is the grandiose king, that type of narcissistic brother. Then there is the vulnerable sad boy narcissist. Now this is the dangerous one. And ladies, you need to pay attention. This is the kind of man who uses his trauma as a hook, as a bait to hook you. Just like a fish, when the fish gets hooked, that's it, you're hooked. So he uses his past trauma that of ex who ruined him. And I don't know why I'm a good guy. All these women just tend to hurt. Yeah. He ain't afraid to cry. He ain't afraid to shed tears. Like, oh, it's a real man cry. Real man cry. Oh my gosh, girlfriend, he cried on my shoulder. Yeah. He complains about the mother who never saw things his way. He complains. He makes known how many times he has been hurt. And he thinks you're the only one who can fix him. He weaponizes your empathy, your sincerity, your kind-heartedness. And here's the thing. While you're busy trying to heal him, he's busy draining you of your life energy. You become his emotional support animal. Like a blind person who needs a dog. You become his therapist, his mother. Except his equal partner. You become everything other than what you are to be. And when you are exhausted from carrying his baggage, his pain, his heartbreak that he claimed, he accuses you of failing to love him enough. And this lackey, this Styx, this vampire, energy vampire, will leave you for another. It's getting too real. It's going to get realer. Now, there is the moral or self-righteous narcissist. He's Mr. Perfect. This type is normally in position of leadership, be it church, community, or the workplace. He uses his power or his status, the rules that governs the office he's in, to judge you. And if you fail or refuse to do things his way, It is in no way just going to be, how dare you? You are in no way just wrong. You are stupid. You're immoral. You are damned. And I'm pretty sure you can find some more adjectives to add to it. This is the kind of man, if he's in the church, is going to use scriptures at you. He's going to use company policies or the way things have always been. This is how it has been. My exes, the women I've been with before, they had no problem with this. So why you have a problem with it? This is how it has always been in this place of business. This is how it has always been in the church. This is how, yeah. You don't dare try to question his authority. But somehow, here's the flip side of it. The very same rules that is used to govern you in no way applies to him. That, I said, is the moral, self-righteous narcissist. Then there is the intellectual narcissist. This type of narcissist no need the flashy life. He just needs to be smarter than you. And he's going to let you know that he is smarter than you. He'll spend 45 minutes explaining why your opinion, why your suggestion, why your ideas makes no sense. He'll also make you know that you're misinformed. That is the kind of man who's quick to shut you down, driven by the untamed ego. What you call him again, honey? Sexist? Male chauvinist? A woman is never right. Know your place. Know your place. Okay? We'll talk afterwards. They tend to be in the dark. All right. Well, it gets deeper. So this is the kind of man who thinks he's always right. He's never wrong. You are the one who's always wrong. You misunderstand him. You have to be misinformed to not get what I'm saying to you. Every interaction becomes a debate. He has to win. Every disagreement becomes an opportunity to educate you on how much you don't know. So, this kind of brother, this kind of narcissist, will have you leave an interaction you just had with him feeling as if you are stupid, doubting your abilities to reason. Now, here's what's important to comprehend right here. Though I've pinpointed the 4 masks or the 4 types of narcissists, get this clear. The narcissist may wear one main mask, it being the grandiose, the impressive king, or the vulnerable sad boy, or the intellectual or the self-righteous mask. But the impressive king can wear any mask they choose. A narcissist can flip the mask, can flip the script anytime to fit the narrative or fit the moment that they're in. Them can play the vulnerable boy, though he is the impressive, though he's the grandiose king. If you realize that approach ain't working, he may put on another mask because they're acting. They're acting. The mask are tools. And he will use whatever fits the need within that moment. Now, because I am in no way wanting you leaving here thinking every self-assured man you meet is a narcissist, Let me break down the difference between a healthy, self-assured man as to a narcissistic man based on these behaviors. A healthy, self-assured man will say something like this: I know who I am and I respect who you are. While a narcissistic man is going to make known, I know who I am and you should accept it and adjust. I not change my way for you. You see the difference so far? Now, a healthy, self-assured man can admit when he's wrong, listen to your point of views, even when he disagrees, and he makes space for your feelings without making them about himself. A self-assured man celebrates your success with you and in no way feels threatened by your success as a woman. He celebrates your wins. A self-assured man can handle feedback without becoming defensive or cruel. While a narcissistic man interrupts you often, him not take no chat from you, because a woman can't have nothing sensible for say. He tends to correct you even when it's not necessary. He subtly positions himself as the authority on everything. He competes with you rather than collaborate with you. And he turns every interaction, every conversation back to himself. He must have the last say. Are you not able to comprehend the difference? My goodness, lovey. Almost time to wrap, and I don't even reach nowhere yet. Y'all need to be thankful to the producer wife, Dr. Shans, because I'm going into her time to expound on this serious matter. All right? This is the time that we normally set aside to be intimate. This is our intimate moment. And right here, right now, I think I ought to pause, love, and get the feedback. I'm thinking I ought to change the day of the presentation of the relationship blueprint to one day in the strong beat, Wednesday, Friday, so I can spend the quality time that the wife, gem of a wife to me, deserves. Deprive her of her time or intimate moment. So let me know if a Wednesday is good or a frig day is good or Friday. It's best to have this presentation. Same time, 7 to 8. All right? What say you, love? A Wednesday or Friday is a good day? Or whatever day? Whatever the populace. Not a Friday. All right, suppose we want to go to dinner on a Friday. All right, son producer wives, Friday's out. So between Monday to Thursday, make known what day will be an ideal day to bring forth this presentation. All right, so let me give you, as we move on, so I'm waiting for your feedback. Leave your comments, make known. Yes, we're changing again. We're changing again. Because listen, I no intend to jeopardize my union, my lovey-dovey union. So listen, as I explained to you on previous sessions, intimate moment is critical for a loving, lasting union. So yes, I have to fulfill my purpose, as in imparting information and enlightening the masses. But at the same time, my first priority is to ensure that the one I'm with is always happy. All right? That is the reality. So, pinpoint a day, Monday to Thursday, instead of asking, we're changing again. Yes. All right? So, let's go on. And let me give you a tangible example now in terms of the narcissistic man as to the healthy, self-assured man. The healthy, self-assured man, let me give you this scenario, sisters. You come home excited about a promotion you got from work. All right? The self-assured man is going to say, that's amazing. Then you're going to say, like, that's amazing. He's like, wow, really, love? That's amazing. You got a promotion? Wow, you deserve it. You've worked hard enough. I'm thankful. I'm happy for you. Tell me everything. How is it? How it happened? Tell me from the start. And he will be genuinely happy for you. While the narcissistic man, you come home and say, "On, I got a promotion." All right? He says, "Oh, that's great. Let me see if I can even go." It's kind of challenging for me, but let me see if I can actually pull it off. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's great. But in energy shift, it is not a, "Wow, that's great, love. That's great. Okay, cool." And you may get that, right? You may get, "Oh, I got a promotion." Oh, okay, cool. All right, that's nice. Yeah, and we know the term "nice" is stupid, right? Yeah, they're foolish. I mean, how they give you a promotion? Like, okay, that's nice. Later that evening, he mentions how he was overlooked for a promotion. Yeah. And then you may say something like, promotions ain't even all that, Promotion is just a title. How much they raise your pay? How much a promotion comes with? That's not much. It's just a title. Yeah. So a narcissistic man in no way is going to allow you, my sister, to ever have the shine, to ever seem like the one that is in the spotlight. He has to always be in the spotlight. It has to always be about him. He's the one who's to be celebrated. So your moment of joy, instead of becoming a moment of celebration, it makes him feel small. So he tries to diminish your worth. He tries to diminish your glory. So pay attention to what happens when good things happen to you, sisters. A healthy partner celebrates your wins like it is his own win. Because what? It's a partnership, you're a team. So if you win, him win. A narcissistic man finds a way to steal your spotlight and dim your light. Him have to be the star player, him have to score all of the goal, him have to make all the basket, him have to make the slam dunks. You just get the ball and pass it to him. You don't dare try shining. Don't try get a win. Now let me touch on a term that you may be able to relate to the expression or the experience rather. But the terminology you may be unaware of. And it is the love booming phase. Get this straight. Now that you've comprehended the psychology behind the narcissistic man, let me share with you his MO. The way he functions. His mode of operation. Because the narcissistic man follows a pattern. A predictable cycle. Okay? And if you are attentive, you'll be aware of these cycles. So it starts with what I said is known as the love booming, the wow phase. And sisters, when I tell you this phase can hook you, it can hook you. Because it starts with the grand gesture. Don't get it twisted. A narcissistic grand gesture is in no way about regarding you or a gesture of love and affection. It is actually a bid of ownership. There's a dancehall song would I say, pay down on it? Yeah, you must pay down on it, as in owning you, owning your stability. You must pay down on it. Now, this design is in 3 tiers. The first comes with the whole thing to throw you off. Start showing you with gifts. So the whole aim of this is to throw you off your pace of observation so you not get the time to assess him. So him keep wowing you with gifts. This is where everything is in the acceleration process. Everything will go fast and furious. It's in a flash mode. Everything is moving rocket fast. The emotional, the physical, the commitment, fast. You want to put ring on the finger, fast. And before you can clearly think or give thought to it, you're already in too deep. Instead of showering you with love, he showers you with gifts. He showers you with compliments. The second tier is this, the in-depth or the depth of emotion, where he creates a subconscious record of where you feel you owe him admiration, sex, loyalty, gratitude. He's done so much for you. So how could you not then reward him with what he desires? How can you question him? How can you leave after all he's done for you? That's the first tier. We're still in the grand gestures. So the third tier now is isolation. This is where, by setting a standard where no average Joe can meet. So him not isolate you yet. Him just put us, set the bar then. So the average guy can't meet the bar then. Everything you ask for, or everything you just look at a magazine, you're scrolling on your phone and that's nice. Before you know it, you get it. So he becomes your sole source of this kind of attention. He becomes your sole source of this intensity, the so-called love. The other person starts to seem boring. No other person can match up to him. He has it all. His giving is from a place of ownership. Say it. And a love. Regardless of how it may appear to be, the appearance is in no way reality. Thank you for being here. I'm Sir, the Love Philosopher. For one-on-one counseling sessions, for speaking engagements, for seminars or workshop, call or WhatsApp 345-923-2567. Let me repeat. For counseling sessions, one-on-one counseling sessions, for speaking engagements, for seminars or workshop, call or WhatsApp 345 923-2567 or email 547advisors, ADVISERS @gmail.com.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.